Okay, Tuesday morning in the kingdom, and I'm feeling a lot better. I woke up this morning and had to turn the volumes down on the computers because they were cranked right up. So I'm slowly getting better since the great zap. Yes, this morning we woke up to +9 Celsius, but feels like +8. Ooh, actual change in the temperature. But on the yo-yo scale, 48. +48, but feels like +46. We got those vehicles in the kingdom here. And also, too, Amazon has my 21st book of my writing career, Drilling for Money. Yes, it's free as an ebook from July 16th to the 20th. Yes, and the link will be in the description, so please click on it and enjoy. Yes, it tells about drilling for the core ore resources around Whoville here and how I didn't get paid. Yes, so now I have all these drill core boxes and drill core all over the yard. What was I thinking? I should have just gave up. It's all stock, pump, and dump. But people believe they're going to go mining here. Yeah, right. I almost believed that too. I almost drank the Kool-Aid. Yes. All right. So today we have a good day planned, including our co-workers, the mosquitoes and the sandflies. They were unfreaking real yesterday. If we hadn't had that plan to move stuff around, we would have just gave up and went day drinking. But we had to get it done because the boss is an asshole. So over here, oh, I can hear Dick coming. As soon as you bring out the me phone, he's right here. So today we're going to work on the D69U, known as rollerless. We're going to teach it a new trick, how to flip it over. Yes, hopefully it goes well. Well, I better go. Dick's going to sound bomb me here right away. And plus the boss is coming. Okay, it's a nice morning out here. It's warming up slowly, no clouds, not like yesterday, and the sandflies haven't found me yet, so the co-workers will be here right away. So today's project is working on rollerless. Yes, we got him in 2003, and he was basically in this shape. He had the fuel tank on the back, but over the years, we've been working on him. The reason why he got the name rollerless is there's no rollers on the bottom. Yeah, can you see that, Les Nessman? No, you can't. There's shadows. The shadow knows. Okay, so that's the whole reason why I got the name Rollerless, yes. Okay, I had to stop the video there because a super trucker leaving town using his Jake brake to shift. Alright, so Rollerless is a true winter freighting cat. He has the skeleton sprockets right here. I don't know if you can see that, Les Nessman. There's a space right in here. That's to let the snow out, holes in the pads. And then if you look at the pads, they're built up with high heels, as we call them. So you go that one, and away, oh, I'm hooked. Okay, so the way it works out is 1 high, 2 high. So that gives you traction, okay? Oh, here's a better example over here. High, 2 high, 2 high, 2 high. Oh, these lips. All right, so this is the way we got them. They pulled the motor out. It was in the shop in that place where we got them. And the transmission was out too. The transmission was on the shop, in the shop too, beside the motor. And there was a hole out the side of the transmission, so they threw third gear or something out the side, so that was no problem. So we loaded them up, brought them home, and then we fixed the transmission and the motor. We took the oil pan off, kind of checked it over because we said it was a running motor. Well, when we did get it going, I think it was 2008 or 2009, it had a knock. So this thing has gone basically nowhere. So today's plan is we have to flip them over, so that's why the beams are up there. And we're going to roll them over so we can put rollers in. Okay, so I've had the cat for over 20 years. You think I would have done the rollers then, but it's an awkward job. We don't know if underneath there they actually broken or broke the bolts off when they were taking the rollers off or what they were doing. Also too, he's a true winter freighting cat because he has the wooden top roller. I don't like these sunny days because we got nothing but shadows. Yesterday was a perfect day for filming. There was no shadows or anything like that because it was overcast. It was only the sandflies and the mosquitoes ruining the film footage. So we're going to weld these on here, okay? And then we have a frame to go on top, and then we're going to cut the gear shift levers, anything like that, off. Yes, we'll cut them off by the time you unbolt all this crap and figure it out. And guess what? I'm going to lose it. Yes, I'll lose it. I'll misplace it just like everything else around here. So if I cut the shifters and everything off, then tape them or tie them onto what it is. So when I get this project finished in 20 years time, I can just weld them back on. So that's the plan. Also too, Caterpillar is bad for underneath here. The drains on the final drives, they get mushroomed over. So once he's upside down, Then we can work on that. I drained the oils out of it. Oh, I got the burps. Yes, I had some peanuts this morning. I treated myself to peanuts, yes. So that's what we did. So that's what we're going to do, is fix those final drive drain plugs, because they're just a bitch to get out. And also too, we oiled it all down, because the lubrication is key to everything. Because he sat too long. He's just like Bigfoot over here, just been sitting too long. So getting the motors in Trader 9 organized and retiring, that means I'm going to have actual time to actually work on my projects instead of working for somebody else and not getting paid. All right, let's get to work. We got some welding to do. The staff should be showing up sober, hopefully. Okay, the Beech 18 is looking good with the Ladies of Wasp flag. Yes, that looks good. All right, so we moved the service truck up over here. We're using the Lincoln 10,000. Ooh, 10,000 watts of power. Yes, that sounds impressive. Okay, so over here, we welded the beams on. Yes, these are the cross supports that are going to keep it from, how'd you say, collapsing. But one thing nice about the D69U, it has the all steel fenders. Yes, they're not girly man fenders like the D7, which were tinny. Yes. A Kingdom follower gifted us these welding rods. He dropped them off to Sir Rodney, and then Sir Rodney tossed them in the dog food pallet to come north with the bacon treats for the dogs. Yes. So he figured out the Kingdom follower YouTube subscriber thought I'd have to bake these in the oven to get them dry. Okay. But I figured I'd give it a try, and I was able to weld. Yes, but I was only doing a flat hand, and I just cranked up the amperage a little bit. It's been a long time since I've welded with Air Liquide, or whatever they're called, Liquid Air, okay, the blue shields. So the technology in these rods got to be old, okay? So you have to make sure you clean the flux and everything off, not like this 7018 Hobarts of today's world, where you can just keep on welding. All right, let's get the green toy fired up, and we'll see what we're going to do next. Okay, we're over here. This is the tune barge. I started off building a pontoon boat using propane weenie tanks right there. And then I got rooked into, how'd you say, that mining and exploration things. And I was talked into making it a barge so they could haul stuff across the lake. Yes, across the lake and everything like that. So I spent more time and money boxing it in to make the barge. And then the only problem is I never got paid. And then I had to bear the cost of going and getting my tune barge back. Yes, so it's a little touchy subject. It's well written about in my book on Amazon right now, Drilling for Money That I Never Got Paid. So it's a very touchy subject. I think I'm out $150,000 on this. Now for me, if I want to go salvaging cats on Reindeer Lake, like Sterling lost his cat, and it's featured on the website, we're going to have to take out the barge part and make it back into being a pontoon. So it's kind of pointless wasting my time for somebody I never got paid. And then the best part is these fly-by-night mining companies made a hell of a mess around in that area where they were supposedly going into production. And who's cleaned it up? Nobody. It's just a freaking mess. And those stock pump and dumpers living the good life, eating steaks and lobster. All right, so this is the ramp that goes on the front. So we're going to pop the pins out and use this ramp. Okay, see, it's got some tapered ends on it. We're going to make it into the ramp is now going to be the skid for the D69U, known as rollerless. So we can skid him around the yard for the next 20 years, upside down. Hopefully not. Okay, that did not take long, and the sandflies had joined me. Yes, as co-workers. Yes, unreal. So we got the cable off the ramp there. Now we can lower it down. Plus, I'm at my age. I put the cable away, so I don't have to remember to do it later. So clean up my messes as I make them. All right, let's continue this quest with the sandflies, the co-workers. Unreal. The me phone recording the grade lift, which actually never happened because I didn't hit record. Okay, that went rather well. I didn't film the first part of the green toy lifting this into place because I hit the record button and it didn't take through. I usually go by the sound. I can hear the bing and then I know it's going because I don't have to put my bionic glasses on to see the screen. So when I got off the green toy to check to see how the video was going, it wasn't recording, so then I started it and got that little bit there. Okay, so we got this on. This is actually working out good. We got the taper in the right spot so we can drag it around the yard for 20 years. Now we'll mark everything here and cut those off because they have to be a lot lower than the beam because we're going to drag it through the dirt, the snow, everything like that. And we're going to luck out with the cross member being right here. Yes. So then we can put little pipes down in here. Oops, hand and eye coordination, Les Nessman. The shadows are screwing me up. So we can put little pipes from there to there. Oh, there to there to give this end strength. And then we'll have to do probably a tandem lift because we have no idea what this is going to be like rolling it over, because this is the first one we've rolled over on purpose. We've flipped cats on their sides and stuff in the past out in the wilderness. So we'll have to use the loader and the green toy, and the staff should be sober when she's running the green toy. All right, let's do some welding and then it'll be lunchtime. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom and the welds went rather well. Yes, and I even marked the gear shift and the levers before I cut them off so I can easily remember, but I forgot to take a picture. Oh my, so I'm creating my own problems. So that worked out very well. And we got lucky at the front here with the cross member lining up. Look at that. And then I even grabbed some pieces of steel that were cut straight, so that's why that one's at a, how would you say, a structural angle. All right, let's see if we can have a quick lunch and then the staff should show up sober and we'll give this thing a flip to see if my welds hold.
Tuesday morning in Whoville, and it's just after 7:30 a.m. and I'm just getting out of bed. As you can see, the sun is shining, there's no clouds in the sky, and there's a bit of a wind, so there's not many sandflies right now. This is the temperature we're sitting at the moment. It's 10 degrees Celsius, which is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and make breakfast. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to head over to the kingdom. I already got the quad out. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 17 degrees Celsius, which is 62 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It is pretty nice out there right now. A bit of a wind, so the sandflies are away. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs back in, and go to the kingdom. Just after 1 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Looks like we are going to use the green toy and flip rollerless around. That way my dad can work on it underneath and stuff. So let's head down to the shop and see if he's ready. Down at the shop now, we're getting everything ready to flip over rollerless. We might have to use the loader to get it on its side because I don't think the green toy will be able to lift it all the way up. And then once we have it flipped over, this will be on the bottom and then my dad can work on it. 1:30 and we got rollerless on its side. Now my dad will work the loader and I have to jump on the green toy, so I'll be switching over to the tripod now to get a couple videos. Didn't take us very long. We were able to get Rollerless upside down. Now my dad can move it around with the skids on the bottom and do what he needs to do. Now let's head on back over to the shop and see what else we're doing today. Almost 2 p.m. and I'm officially done in the kingdom for the moment. I have to head on back into Whoville and do a couple things, then I'll come back to the kingdom later on with mail. 3 p.m. coffee and I just made it back to the kingdom. I was able to get my running around done. Now I have to sit on the phone for a few minutes and make some phone calls, and then I have to come out and clean these pens up for my dad. Have the 3 pens to do. We also moved one of the hoods for the cat around, so let's head inside. Just after 3 p.m. and I finished cleaning out all 3 of the dog pens. We just scooped into a pile there until we have enough. Then we'll empty out the dog pens completely. Now it's time to head inside, grab my dog treats, and I'll go back to Whoville and do the weather at 5. 5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 20 degrees Celsius, which is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It's been pretty nice out there today. Lots of wind, so there was no sandflies or anything, but that sun is warm. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, that was officially lame ass because there's no weight to this. Actually, with this frame down here, it actually acted like a set of stairs. So then the staff, I made her keep the boom low, because if everything went wrong, she could drop the boom and then this thing would land. And we kept it close to the green toy, so if anything went wrong, it would land against the green toy. But it was terrible, but we did it, and we'll do a better, how would you say, analysis, or getting it back on its tracks, you know, in 20 years time. Yes. Okay, so looking at the cat, it's actually in fairly nice shape. Look at this. The drain plugs are actually still here, because usually they're worn right off and this is worn right down. But I'm very surprised. I'm very amazed. I think this cat was in good shape, and then it was had a malfunction. It blew up something, and then it got used for parts. Okay, so this is surprising here. All right, where is it? Because usually these are broken off. They break off. Okay. Oh, that one. No. They seem to be unbolted. Somebody unbolted the roller, so I even actually got a bolt to screw in here. I don't know how that happened, but I'm very pleased. This is a lot easier to work on. And there's the stump pan, and this one has all the holes in it. Yes, it has all the holes. Some of them don't have holes, so then you can't drain anything. So we found that out on the D69U, known as the hood. So very pleased, very pleased. Oh, look at this. We got one broken bolt right here. So we'll have to struggle to get that one out. It looks like it was cut off too, or whatever. Very pleased, very pleased. Lame ass flipping over, but it was done safely. And there seems to be no weight. Oh, I can't even walk. Maybe we're going to have a victory drink here. All right, and then with the skid underneath here, we can now drag it around for the next 20 years. All right, let's get back to work. Okay, since how we spent 20 years moving Rollerless around as the cat, we've also spent 20 years moving the rollers around. Yes, oh, the joys. So here we even marked on them. This was for Rollerless. So now we got to go through these rollers and figure it out. But this might be a good winter project, because we can use the mini hoe to lift these up and down and move them all around, and we can pick out the best ones. And look at these ones here. Somebody's done some welding, because it dragged. It froze up and it was dragging. But that's normal up here at the end of the world. Okay, so we got everything. Oh, look at that. We got Rollerless written over there. So this is very good. I'm very pleased how today's turning out. Yes, we did the flip, the great flip. And no dramas, nothing. Let's have a victory drink. Okay, I brought the service truck up closer because I had to know. Yes, I had to know. Just like in Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry. I had to know if they fired 6 shots or 5. Okay, so here's the roller. Okay, so they have those pump on the things that clip on. You pump greasy oil in there and it lasts forever. Okay, there's the plug. And on the IH cats, we put this in here and with a grease nipple, and now they call it good. But that's not the right thread. Can you see that difference there, Les Nestman? All right. So that there is 3/4 inch fine thread bolt, and that's 1/2 inch pipe thread. So it looks like we're going to have to thread in a 1/2 inch fine short bolt, and then drill a hole in the head, and tap it out for a grease nipple. I think that's about the only way we're going to do it, because we're not buying fancy fittings. I don't even know if you can get fancy grease nipples to fit that. But that's the thing is, we got to figure it out now. So we order bolts or parts or anything like that. When it goes in the shop, it's ready to go. Because I'm going to have to figure out these bolt lengths, see if I got enough in stock, because it is a fine thread bolt, which is rare in most people or most things in today's new world. All right, it's just about coffee time. All this thinking has made me thirsty. All right. Okay, 6 o'clock in the kingdom. We're calling it a day. Yes, we had fun. It was easy to service the cat when it's upside down. Yes, rollerless. So I took all the plugs out and cleaned them. Yes, I blew them off, made sure everything worked good. And we had problems with this one here, so I had to correct it with a new one. So this oblub or octagon Allen wrench will screw things up, but not really, because you actually put the oil in over here. Okay, so also too, I didn't get a chance to weld in the peekaboo door hole, because we're not bolting one in. It's pointless because the other cats don't have it, so this one don't need it. And I got to change out these two bolts here while they're still upside down. Okay, and then the staff and I tomorrow can move it ahead closer, so it's not in the middle of the yard. I think we should have no problem, because I went and got the hinge pins for over here. Oh yeah, we have to remove that wood so the track has looseness to go up to get the rollers in. All right, so that'll fit nicely in the wood stove. All right, so we put the hinge pins in. That way we can hook on to drag it. Yes, drag it, lift it up and move it. So this is going rather well. Plus I was also busy doing other little things too. Okay, since I had the plasma cutter going, we also got going with the plugs, the block-off plates. Yes, we put a block-off plate on the tower of power right here. See, it's nice and shiny. I actually drilled the holes and they lined up. We're not sure how that happened. Now we can add oil to this, and then when the collar thingy-me-bob comes from Sir Rodney, we can begin to figure out if this thing is worthy of having hydraulic power. Will it turn and do everything to the controls here? Yes, everything's on hold. So that's the joys. We have multi projects on the go. We look like we're wandering around lots, but in actuality we're not. Also too, the other block-off plate we made was for the carburetor on the UD16, which powers the Adams grader known as GOMAZ. Look at that, we drilled 8 holes and 8 holes lined up, no die grinding. So it was my lucky day. Hopefully a local lady comes by with matching underwear for me to enjoy. Okay, we're done for the day. Clear skies and no co-workers. They only worked a half a day and then they took off. They just couldn't handle it. I guess it got too warm for them or something. All right. So nice clear skies. We have a nice sunset. And tomorrow we work on the D7 4T. It's got to get flipped on its side too. So we're going to have 2 cats on there. 2 cats in the upward or vertical or upside down position. Oh, yes. All right, look at the flags. They're enjoying the slight breeze. Let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and make a video. Talk to you later.